Hello, this is my entry for misogiai AI. This is the budget blue map as defined in the competition side. Now, one thing we can clearly see it is the primary tech stack drifting use is PHP and MySQL. It is currently draw. It is currently being hosted using Hoftinger, and I will show the further details later on into the video. First, with the login page, we have gotten a simple login page. We use Tailwind UI. We use Tailwind CSS to manage across all the CSS and ensure basically our toggle theme as well. Using toggle theme, we can simply switch to dark mode, and we can see it is also continuous while we switch across the pages like this. Now, if you were to log into the page, we will simply use this email. And the password is, if you want to test it out with some sample data as well, the password for this email ID will be TEFT, all small, 1234. And we can simply log in and we can view our welcome Aditya. He has got, there we have got an hour, and this is our simple page where we can manage all of our transactions. I have filled the data with a lot of sample transactions so that you can check and just to see what it works around. Now we will simply switch to dark mode. It works just as well. These are the buttons. We can delete an entry using this. It will first confirm, and then see, we can see that the detail is empty. So similarly, if we wanted to edit the program, we can go from, let's just say, go from streaming service payment to just streaming service. We will update, and we can clearly see that this is being updated. We can work across category. For example, we just sort all the food, and now we can see all the food, and similarly all of these work as well. Now from the instructions, it seems like I was supposed to show spend analytics on the same page as well, but from a user experience perspective, that was not too fine. So I decided to move the view spend analytics to a separate page. Here we can select it for this month, or we can go for previous month. Like for example, we go for the month of April, and where we can see all the food. This is our by category spending analytics, and this is our daily spend. Similarly, we have a calendar where we can see date wise spending, how much cumulative spend we did on div day. Like on div day we did zero, some days we did these much amount, and so on and so forth. And similarly, we can set our saving goals over here. Nothing, no goal has been set over yet for May. Suppose I can set it to $50. So now we will get a warning that we have exceeded our saving goals. Otherwise, we will get nothing as well. And similarly, we can just go to back dashboard, and we can reach over here, and we can similarly see that we have exceeded our goal by around 231%. That's why it is red. While if we were to go and set drifting to, for example, since we have set it to 5 set, let's just set it to 500. All of a sudden, since it's only 23%, we can once again go see our spend analytics, and we can see the changes reflected over here. Now this is just the normal run of the mill stuff. Here we can add our expenses, we can toggle themes, all the usual stuff. This is very similar to the added page or the delete page. Now once we go back to the main code, this is the repository where I have stored the main code for the program. I have stored it all in a single one. Now these are the files for the PHP, and there are two files called tables.sql. This actually defines all the tables that I have created, and populate expenses just works with the sample data that I have used into the files. Now another thing from the perspective of code safety or code management in particular, we have the main files. We got the index, added, delete, database, and pages, and we have delivered our modules. Like similarly, we have one module to connect with the application itself. And we have another module. This is utf.it. This thing generates UUID functions so that this can be used into the database. Now in our main database, database like we can see from our sign up page. Basically what happens is as soon as a person signs up, we first of all generate a juju id to store their to store their hashes. And for the password, we are storing hashed password into our database, so we are not storing the main password. We are first hashing the password due to security reasons, and then only we are storing it back to the database page. And similarly, if you were to look at normal pages, like for example, this is index.php, this is our login page. If you were to look at a random page like database, we were first looking into our session to see if there is no session ID or anything. If a session token does not exist, it will simply not work, and we will not, and the user will not be able to log in, and they will be redirected to the index page and the login page itself. This works similar fashion it to other pages as well. And this is how the app works. Thank you, and I'm looking forward for the counseling process.